Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish.
And SpecificPixel.
Welcome back to more Chrono Cross.
As you may have noticed, I am not where we were last time. So last time we were on a, what did we call it?
A recruitment drive?
A recruitment drive, yes. We were on a recruitment drive that I did not get to finish because it took so long.
And so this time we have decided to take advantage of some of this stuff being pretty much the same. Like, I think we might have mentioned that we had to come back through Mount Pyre and Fort Dragonia to get one of the characters that's now available.
Yeah, and this place is literally exactly the same as the last one, so I went ahead and came through here so that we could get our new character.
Yeah, because we all know that you didn't want to see us go through that weird, like, moving block puzzle
or the
in
maze,
the yellow room,
or
the labyrinth thing where you have to change the order of the party.
Like literally, it's literally the same. There's not a boss fight or anything.
Yeah, both timeline versions of Fort Dragonia are the same, except for there are no bosses in this one.
Yep.
So there was nothing interesting to really see.
So this room looks a little bit different from the last time we were in here. This thing seems to be working now. And what this is some kind of device that is still in operation, but it's an incubator, which means it's finally time for us to use that big egg we got way back at the beginning.
Because, of course, when we went to the other world version
it was broken.
Yeah, it was broken, but we saw eggshells in it, so it's kind of telling us what it was for.
Yep. So let's see what happens.
It's an instantaneous incubator, apparently.
Everybody welcome Draggy.
Oh my god.
Whoa! What a good sleep. Good morning. Is that a good voice?
Sure. As good as you're gonna get, yeah.
Hey, where did everybody go? My big brother. I don't know if I can do the R's. Yeah, I can't do that. My big sister.
Pixel can't roll his R's.
I can't, I'm sorry. My kid brother. And my little sister. Where did they all go? Are you my mother?
Voltij is like, no, please, God.
Really? You look more like a father to me. Will you take me to mother and father?
Oh, God.
Sure. Draggy joined your party.
Oh boy.
So we have another mascot.
Yes, this is the other mascot character, basically. Also, can I just say real quick, like, because I do want to point this out, the implication that while being sealed up in the egg, and presumably therefore not born yet, Draggy is aware of his family and that there were other people outside of the egg and is concerned that they're missing. And I don't think the game ever explains that.
Nope.
Like, I don't know if it's touched upon that they do have some sort of communication, like there's telepathy going out there, or if it wasn't actually that he hadn't been born yet, but maybe he was like just in stasis or something. I don't know. But
Pulley?
Yeah, like, drag.
Oh my god. I don't know if that's...
Pulley is very good.
I can't tell if that's really, really good or just really bad, and I don't know if that makes it better or not.
No, I think that's kind of the point. Pulley is very funny.
That? I think I like that.
Pulley is pretty funny. Yeah, see? This is the vibe we're going for, absolutely.
If nobody else chimes in, I will absolutely name this little dragon kid Pulley. Look, I'm punching in the letters and everything.
Draggy is, I actually don't know what tier you would call him, like mechanically how good he is. He's a red character.
He's meh.
He's kind of
He's
in
pretty good, but he's meh.
Yeah. I think his physical stats are kind of decent, maybe. He's just not a very good spellcaster, or I may have it backwards.
He does have a double tech with one of the other characters, though. Someone we haven't met yet.
Oh, okay. All right, well, Pulley it is then.
Pulley it is then.
And we'll worry about Pulley later because we still have some other people to go and pick up first.
Where is everybody? They must be around somewhere.
He just kind of flutters around here.
Rawr, rawr.
I don't make him sympathetic.
He's very sad. Where are you?
Oh God. Can I say?
I know. They all probably left the fort and are playing outside. And then he just leaves us in the basement.
Yep, and you die here. That's the actual end of the game. Chrono Cross has multiple endings. You all knew this. What you didn't know was a secret Easter egg ending where if you recruit Draggy, he kills you. No, but seriously, I'm actually not a huge fan of his character design.
What?
Yeah, I don't like the way that he looks.
I like his character design. He's cute.
The weird, like,
little
ear,
pudgy and
horn,
tiny.
wing things.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
Listen, have you seen the other dragons in this game?
Yeah, I have, and I hate that they lack consistency and that only one of them looks like a dragon. I hate it.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Like, of all the dragons, Draggy is the pug version of a dragon. Bless his tiny little heart.
I'm not saying he's a bad character. I'm just saying that, like, I would have presented the art team with different concept sketches. That's just me. And of course, we've already cleared Mount Pyre, so you can just walk through it.
Which, again, exactly the same, guys.
Yeah, there was literally nothing. There's not even anything in there as complex as, like, in this timeline's version of Mount Pyre, there are no chests that you have to get before you freeze the lava.
Yeah,
for example.
Not even that complicated. Here we are. Our next character, we have to go here first, the El Nido Triangle. We haven't really explored around a whole lot.
Yeah, that's something that we should probably do, is even though some of these places we either can't go to yet or don't need to go to, we should just, like, kind of float around and show everybody what is on the world map.
So, this is the El Nido Triangle. It's got some interesting stuff going on in it.
Including this big glowy spot. Go in, it asks. Yes, I'll take a swim. What a strange question for the ocean to just randomly ask.
So we're underwater now, and can breathe.
Yeah, you'll notice the bubbles everywhere, and I don't remember if someone maybe remarks on the fact that there's air down here.
I think it comes up later. I have my own theories as to why this works. I'm not sure if anybody specifically says so, one way or the other.
Yeah, I don't remember if the game addresses it, but you can breathe down here for some reason.
Also, the fish are enemies and will try to kick our asses.
That's alright. Surely it should be no problem for you to dodge a fish underwater, right?
One would think.
Yeah, you did that pretty well.
Let's see, I always forget. I think I need to go...
They're like a wishy-washy where the whole school of fish is just one enemy.
Yeah. Y'all aren't gonna let me in there, are ya?
It's fine, it's fine. See, you did it.
We got the star fragment. And a whole lot of enemies. I'll show you guys the star fragment here in a second.
Now we just get to see this cool battle arena. Although you may have caught in the transitional camera angle there, the like giant moray eel head sticking out.
Oh, it's fine. He's a friend.
Is he?
I love that these are called schoolmates.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
I'm pretty sure in the fight between cats versus fish, the cat wins, right?
Generally speaking, I feel like they have the home field advantage here, but... And you know, I want to mention here too, because I don't think it was remarked upon last time, that we joked about how you know, it is appropriate that because Voltij is still Voltij, like it's his mind and spirit in Lynx's old body, that he doesn't just suddenly get Lynx's weapons because he doesn't know how to fight with them.
Right.
Even though his techs change, he doesn't magically get the scythe because he also doesn't magically know how to fight with one. But if you take a look there at the Silver Swallow, that's the first weapon upgrade that you get for Voltij after becoming Lynx, and it does look like a scythe. It's very scythe-like, and I feel that that is appropriate.
With those two big old sharp hooks on the end of those poles?
Yeah, well, I think, didn't we even make a joke about, like, the dreaded anime double scythe?
At some point, I think we...
And that's
I think we did, yeah.
That's basically what that is. It's literally a dire double-ended scythe. And that's fine, because it makes a lot of sense with the crossover between the characters. It's kind of cool. I dig the design. This is a very funny attack to do to the fish. Like,
yes, I'm going to crush them underwater.
The fish are like, we live here, it's fine.
I'm like, no, I'm crushing you though.
I assume that you're increasing the water pressure, you know, so they're just like, nah.
While I'm going through all of this, you all need to be thinking about who we want to take into our next little bit of the dungeon. Who do you want to see me add to the party?
Yeah, that's a good point, because of course we are going to attempt another dungeon environment in this stream. So think about who you would like to see in the party for that one, considering all the new characters that we have snagged. Oh man, so many good choices.
I know, right?
That's one of the only things that we did off-screen that may be of interest to y'all is, of course, we said that Mount Pyre and Fort Dragonia are functionally identical, except they don't have bosses in it.
Yeah.
Compared to the alternate timeline versions that we already showed you. And that is true. Of course, the treasure chests have different things in them. So we did pick up a handful of items, and some of the monsters that Pixel fought as he was grabbing those items and preparing to recruit Draggy for you have slightly different drops. So you can see that, like, we picked up the Cybot Doppelgang for Granny because he wound up fighting one.
Yep.
So
I always forget that they come with like a green element. I always think they're full of... Oh, it's because it's Doppelgang.
Yeah,
never
you can
mind.
always change back. Or change into something else.
I do want to show you guys Earthquake, though. I love this spell.
It's very good. It's like if the uplift spell got angry. Nice.
Nice. What a good way to end a battle. And now we have to fight two more.
Hopefully not.
No, we gotta.
We gotta.
I literally don't have a choice.
Run for it. It's fine. No. Okay.
Nope. Look at those fish. They're right on my butt.
It's true. You could probably run away from one of these battles, but then the other one would just catch you,
yeah.
So might as well. Look at this. It's like some sort of weird dime store Togepi.
I'm sorry? How dare you say that to Togepi?
Just from that one camera angle, it's like... But yeah, not to be taken lightly.
No, these things will kick your butt if you're not careful. Well, they'll kick Granny's butt anyway.
Yeah, because they're yellow elements, so... But you would think all fish would be blue element, but I guess they have to have some variety. I didn't realize there was a second one over there.
Oh yeah, sneaky.
What are these called? Puffies, I think?
I think so. Yeah, puffies. Okay, that's enough out of you.
Killing a fish with a water spell is just... I don't know, it feels...
Efficient?
Efficient? I was gonna say ironic. Now I'm not gonna say anything, I'm just gonna look at you. One more. Okay. Oh, man, I'm glad that you're playing because my shoulder is killing me from that COVID shot.
Oh, you still feeling it? Are you really feeling
My
it?
shoulder is so tender. I'm over the worst of it, though, for sure. And I'm glad to endure.
No idea how that spell works underwater.
With magic.
I guess?
I mean, that has to be the answer. Couldn't just be like, nah, fam. You could say something poetic here about like how the moon controls the tides.
I was gonna say, in the name of the moon, I shall punish you.
That's also very funny. But in a bad French accent. In the name of the moon.
I really want to see, like, French Sailor Moon now. Oh no. There we go.
In the fall of the moon, I will punish you. Fish is just like, no thanks.
How about no?
No thank you.
Nah, maybe?
Really raking in some cash from these fish at the bottom of the ocean.
Rich fish. Okay, let's see. Is it in my items yet?
It should be in your key items, I think.
No, because it's just the fragment.
Or is it... Oh, there it is.
Oh, nope, there it is. It looks just like an ordinary starfish, but is said to have a secret power.
By whom? Who said that?
People who say these things.
It is pretty, though.
I think it's also an accessory?
Is it, or does it become one later? No, there it is.
Nope, there it is. Protection from the flu, burns, sprains, and poison status effects, so all of the permanent status effects that follow you outside of battle, you become immune to them.
Yep.
Which is really handy sometimes.
Yeah. On the other hand, though, like, is it better than using that same slot for something like a Skygen ring, which is going to boost your stats?
Oh, absolutely
Probably not, because it's just... It is so easy to purchase the consumable elements that cure those status effects that I feel like there's not really an excuse to wear something that prevents the status effects from following you out of battle.
Yeah.
Now, I believe that it also prevents you just from contracting the status effects. It's not just that it stops them from lasting outside of battle. I think you just become immune to those status effects.
Yeah.
And that's not bad. But it gives you no other stat boost or mechanical advantages or anything like that. So basically what that translates to, I guess, is it kind of saves you turns in battle because then you don't have to use those
cure
elements.
from it, yeah, heal from it.
Yeah, so that's not a bad thing, but I don't know if it's a good enough option to give up an equipment slot for it.
Probably not.
In my opinion, no, like I don't really... So here we go. You've seen Water Dragon Isle. There's Gaia's Navel.
Oh yeah, Gaia's Navel, which you cannot get into.
Not yet.
Because it has no beach.
And then, of course, the El Nido Triangle.
And then we've got Marble.
That's where we're supposed to be going, and we will go there in this stream.
Yeah, it's the home of the demi-humans. And then that place opens up later.
Yeah.
That place is the Dead Sea, which we can't get into at the moment.
Which you've heard a lot about, of course.
We've been to the Isle of the Damned and Hermit's Hideaway.
We'll be visiting that boat. You remember the SS Zelbes.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the other timeline's version of it.
This is Earth Dragon Isle. Golduv, of course. And this is Sky Dragon Isle, which we actually want to go to right now.
You want to save it just in case?
You know what?
Just because this sometimes it throws me occasionally. So Pixel is about to do a small boss fight. And you'll see when he goes in here why saving it beforehand is wise, even though it's not an incredibly difficult boss fight. It's just worth being careful.
Oh, these are the adventurers.
Yep.
Part of Toma's gang, who I think we saw in in Homeworld a long time ago.
We've been warned not to go near this place, but we came anyway.
Good job.
Just like real adventurers. We adventurers get all fired up when they tell us not to go somewhere.
You know, that checks out.
Don't go over there, adventurers. Oh, yeah.
I like this little guy. He just chills out over here.
Yeah, he's just following the butterfly.
As far as I know, there's nothing you can do with him. He just does that. This is the land where the Sky Dragon resides. But after the dragon disappeared, a gigantic monster moved in. It took away the star fragment I had worked so hard to get. Well, if I wouldn't have had it, the monster would have taken my life instead. Okay.
So better the star fragment than being dead,
Yep.
I guess.
So that's why we needed to go to the triangle, is because you need the star fragment in order to lure out the monster that's supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there went something.
What is that?
That is a treasure chest. Shoves this guy out of the way. Actually, what do you say? Anything important?
There's a gigantic monster here. Seems that the monster won't attack you if you don't have a star fragment. So this is where if you come here first, they tell you to go get a star fragment, but then they don't tell you exactly where one is.
Right.
You have to figure that out from other clues.
Real quick. Okay, no, we're pretty good, actually. Cool.
Feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Ready
Yeah.
for it?
I'm good. Curse of all curses.
The worst thing. There's not even a trap in there. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's here!
Give me star fragment!
I've got the perfect voice for this character.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Okay, cool. So this is the boss of Sky Dragon Isle. It is Mega Starkey.
Take a look at this character design.
It's so good, I love it.
And this is why it is important to save before coming in here, because of course, Voltij at the moment is a black innate character. Well, Starkey is white.
Yeah, and he will use that to his advantage.
And the fact that we have both Voltij as Lynx and Quinn in the party, who is also black innate, that means that they can be very susceptible to some of Starkey's attacks. Like this one. Radiation. Ooh. This is actually a great fight to use Moonshine in.
Yep. I don't think I've used this one yet.
Boom. Love it.
Magic defense temporarily increased.
Which is great because, of course, most of his attacks are going to be magic-based, so...
Yep. Not a whole lot of physical attacks from him. Except when he shoots you with his gun.
It's fun, I'm sure. Now, of course, this fight can balance out because if you are heavily using a lot of black text and elements with Lynx and Quinn, then it's going to keep that black on the field and make Starkey weak.
Yep.
Which you need to do. You've got to keep him constantly kind of on the back foot.
Yeah, because he is a chunky boy. Let's see, probably Lagoonate for this one. Cybot has a whole lot of HP, but it has almost no magical defense, which means he'll just take it out anyway. Lagoonate pretty good against all of that, so I'll use him instead. Okay, Quinn. Let's get some more black on the field there.
love that attack so much. Oh, and of course he's going to cast one of our favorite white elements.
Nothing. I ain't scared.
Yeah, Moonshine makes a huge difference. Boom.
I think this Aqua Ball will be good. No, you know what? I'm going to show off just 4 kicks.
Multi-hit attack. Boom.
Man, the Lagoonade is so good.
It really is.
It also just shows off how much HP Mega Starkey has, though. Because I think I just did 500 damage with the Lagoonade alone. Quinn, honey, I need you to hit him so you can cast magic, okay? Thanks.
This fight can really drag on. There are ways that you can make it easier. Like, for example, you can buy a Diminish element, I think, from the element shop in Guldo here. And what you really have to watch out for, and we did not prepare for this the way that we should have, I guess, you can get a certain trap elements, of course, in order to steal some powerful elements, as we have seen. And one of the ones that you can get kind of early on, if you're willing to risk it, from Starkey is Ultra Nova.
Yeah.
But you have to have good knowledge of the fight and be willing to put the work in, because he will only use Ultra Nova when he is in critical health condition. So you've got to, like, save your Moonshine and stuff like that. Now, of course, if you have the trap element out, it's not going to deal any damage.
Right.
But still, like, if he goes off before you have the trap element used or something, it can be devastating to a party with a lot of black innate characters.
I should have kicked him again. I forgot he heals.
He heals.
Oh, it's not for much.
For, yeah, like 1 hit worth of damage. And she's got Moonbeams prepped, which is going to do way more than 93 damage.
Yeah.
Definitely turned a profit on that.
Ah, boo. I could probably try to hit him with anti-white. But, it has a low hit chance.
Plus, you've got this.
True.
This is probably going to end the fight. He's in critical health, so...
Nope.
Nope. Oh, wow. I'm kind of surprised.
Uh-oh.
Oof. Big oof.
I hate to do this,
yeah. But yeah, both of them are kind of low too, so... There you go.
Oh, there we go.
So you can see how that can be a rough fight, but...
Yeah.
If you know what you're doing, then... And you got a Magna Gate. Nice. So, the real body of the monster was this small? It's very tiny. Okay.
Yep. Let's hear it. Come on.
I love how it says mysterious creature. And it is indeed, but also, like, you've already been told the name Mega Starkey. Although this game doesn't care about that, because we were told that Harley was Harley for ages before we named her Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
So, give me a second. There's only one voice that this character can have.
I cannot wait.
Our Hanuman family Ohana family means star fragment mine.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Okay, sure. We'll go with that.
Like, isn't that it? Oh no.
Get back here. You little son of a... No! Darn you!
Love
You
it.
little... I swear to God, this is just the rest of the stream, guys.
This is the real boss fight. Nah, 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 nah.
Ha!
Starkey's shocked. Starkey got caught. You win.
Good luck swapping between all these different accents now.
Well, when you do that, it like flips the switch and I can't. Oh, yeah. Starkey come from faraway stars. But Starkey's ship far from sky. Star fragment is Starkey's ship fragment. Will ship turn to fragments after crash. So that's why you were collecting fragments. If we're lucky, your ship might still be intact in the overworld. Really? Whoopee! Starkey will come with you.
Starkey joins your party.
So what are we gonna call this little guy? And I do mean little guy because look at his portrait art there. He's actually smaller than Pip, I think, his like bubble helmet notwithstanding.
He itty bitty.
He is baby.
I'm surprised you went with Zim first and not Stitch.
Maybe it should be Stitch with a Z.
Stitch?
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 Or
I
Sti-
hate that.
Is that worse or better?
Oh my god.
He is a tiny, annoying alien.
I will absolutely name him Zim if no other offers come to the table. Look, I'm putting in the letters, like I said before.
Oh, man.
I wonder if that changes the names of some of his texts.
I
don't remember.
actually don't remember. Because I don't remember the names of all of them off the top of my head.
Because they did it with Rasley.
Yeah. So...
Are we good with Zim?
I think that it might be Zim.
Alright, we'll go with Zim then.
Okay, so another new character, and of course Starkey is white and 8.
Yep.
So that's going to be a big help to us because otherwise we don't have a white character at the moment.
Nope. No, we do not. And our roster is starting to fill out much like it was before. And he's just going to chill out here on the island.
And where'd that NPC go that was walking around here?
Oh, when Mega Starkey showed up, he ran away.
See, is he down here, or does he go back up top now that the monster's gone?
You know,
Is that him on the stair?
No, that guy was already here.
Because if you talk to him, you get a frame. There he is.
This guy?
Yeah. Ah, so the main body was just a little guy, eh? This'll probably fit that guy better. Try this. Ta-da!
Our favorite Martian frame. And it's got like a little Starkey guy on it. See?
I love it. It's very good.
It's a very good frame.
I wish we had thought to prep and get the Ultra Nova, but I just didn't think of it beforehand.
It's fine. Could be. I don't know. Leaving. Well, that's Sky Dragon Isle.
We do have a couple other places where we can go and pick up some interesting stuff before we push the quest, though. Goldove, of course, doesn't have a whole lot in it right now, but they do have an element shop where they sell some pretty decent stuff, similar to the other timeline. The really important place that you want to go, though, after you get Starkey, is actually back to Arnie Village. Oh, do I know something about this game that you don't know?
I think you might. What are you talking about?
I'm thrilled. Oh, this is such a great
So
moment.
am I going back to Arnie Village?
Yes, go back to Arnie Village. Okay, so put Starkey in the party. Just switch him out for Granny for a moment.
Okay.
I cannot believe I know something about this game that you don't know.
I always do that.
It's because it makes sense for the party swap to be in the actual menu instead of having to use a key item to do
Yeah,
it.
but I've played this game so many times you'd think it would just be muscle memory.
Yeah, but I get it. So yeah, duck back into Arnie Village.
Alright.
And head over there to the far left where that giant fish is hanging.
Uh-huh.
And go check out the fish.
Oh. I didn't even have to click on anything. It all did this automatically.
Where did you catch this fish?
Oh, this here sawfish? I caught it near the El Nido Triangle. Why, do you want to know? By the way, Shorty, you alright with that fishbowl over your head? Your face is all blue.
No problem for them. Blue is fine with me. Don't try this at home, though. If you caught it near the El Nido Triangle, then that thing inside must be mine. Can Zim take back what's mine?
There's something inside that thing? Well, if it's yours, be my guest. He just kind of floats right on up here.
He is an alien, so...
Oh, the plasma pistol.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot that thing existed.
Woo. Zim, I'm supposed to say something grateful, correct? You are welcome.
Hey, you have great manners, Shorty. But that's my line. Just a thanks will do. There aren't too many like you these days. I wish kids would be more courteous like you. God. Zim also learned thanks. But who cares, right?
It gives you a pop-up like it's a tag.
Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and give that to him.
So, yes, he starts with the shockwave gun. And the plasma pistol, as you can see, gives him +6 to his attack.
It's real good.
But the important thing about the plasma pistol, or an important thing about the plasma pistol, is that our other gun-using character, Norris, can also
yeah, he can
equip
also
it.
use it.
So if you want to use Norris in the party, he can get a pretty hefty boost to his attack, because the gun that Norris starts with is not as good as Starkey's beginning equipment.
No, it's really not.
So he actually gets a bigger boost from it than Starkey does.
Well, that's cool. You guys want to know something really just out there that you probably won't believe me if you haven't played this game before? Starkey is a key character. You have to have him. He is not optional. You must have him.
Yeah, he's actually...
And I don't just mean you must have him to progress the plot like you do, but like for very important specific reasons, you need Starkey.
Yeah, you literally cannot beat the game without Starkey.
So where are we going to now? Shopping, or should I go ahead and move the plot
I would
along?
say go to Hermit's Hideaway.
Right now? Okay.
Because there's a couple of items over there, remember?
Yeah, I just usually get them after.
All right. And...
Oh yeah, I forgot! So you guys remember in Another World when we used the ice breath on that warm patch of ground where nothing was growing, right? Well, this is why we did that.
Impossible for a human to pull out.
Yep. So there's something growing here now. And we'll want that, but we'll have to put that on a back burner for a second.
Yeah, that's not what we're here for, so no harm done. But we get to see what this place looked like before it was destroyed by Harley in the other timeline. And you'll notice, too, look who's here.
Rasley's here. Well, Draggy's here too, but... but that's okay. Hey,
And
Rasley.
also, it's Keebler.
Keebler just kind of hangs out here, along with a bunch of other miscellaneous characters.
And you'll notice she's not going to rejoin us just yet because,
No.
of course, we're still Lynx. But we can get a resistance ring.
Which is nice.
Yep, because that ring actually reduces the amount of time that status effects last,
Yep.
which is pretty good.
Oh my god, Keebler. Get off the ladder.
Get off the ladder, Keebler. Can you get up there now? Yeah.
Oh my god, Keebler, please.
She's here to cause problems.
Oh yeah, the Energizer suit.
And the Energizer suit is actually a pretty cool item because what it does is causes your HP to recover to full at the end of a battle.
Yep, you don't have to use your healing items at the end of a battle if you have that. Really handy. Kind of wish I had 2 more.
Yeah, because I can't remember if that's an accessory or if it's actually armor.
You know, now that you've said it, I don't remember either. But we'll find out.
I feel like it's
Yep,
actually
it's
armor.
actually armor.
Yep.
And it's, of
It's
course,
not as good as
not
Mithril
great.
Mail. Yeah, but that's alright.
If nothing else, we could break it down for components.
Alright, so the last thing I guess is if you want to head over to Goldove and hit up the element shop, but we don't have to do that right now.
I might as well. I haven't actually been to an element shop in a very long time, honestly.
So we'll see what they've got for sale. Because they're like right here anyway, so.
Yeah. Oh wait, this isn't the element shop.
Quest upgrade. Oh yeah, this is the Smith, I think.
Yeah. Whoops.
Wow, we just got botted 3 times in a row.
What the heck?
Love it. We're
You
really making our way
guys
up.
Just have that. Okay.
It's happening.
No! Darn it.
Oh,
I got click happy.
yep. You got that itchy X button thumb.
Yep. There we go.
That's
No.
alright because I must confess that after, like, feeling these old PlayStation controls again after so many generations worth of hardware upgrades, they do feel kind of sluggish and weird. So it's very easy to get those multiple inputs because you're just like, oh my god, go. Here we go.
What you got?
Now we can finally purchase Nostrums and Panaceas.
Yep.
And so the Panacea, as you can see, is a level 4 consumable element. We already have a couple of these.
And it just removes all status effects.
Meanwhile, the Nostrum is cheaper because it does not affect status effects, but it's big-time HP restoration.
Yep, and it's a level 6 element too.
And look, now we can buy Recoveralls. We can also buy Purify.
Yep, which
probably
also removes all status effects.
Yep, and that is a 4th level element as well. So you might as well have one of those. The only difference between that and a Panacea is, of course, a Panacea is going to stack in the same slot.
Yeah.
But
And also you
Purify's
can
gonna
use
be
the
reusable.
Panacea outside of battle.
Yeah. Probably should grab at least one of those.
Whoop.
Ooh, one of those. We also now have access to 99, which temporarily keeps your hit percent at 99% for all your basic attacks, but only red characters can use it.
Yep. Which is why I like Eagle Eye so much, is because it does pretty much the same thing, but anybody can use it.
And we've got Infoscope.
Tells you your opponent's HP data, which can be very handy if you're trying to get doppelgangs for Granny.
That's your Libra or Scan spell.
Yep. Physical negate. Nullifies physical attacks.
And Magnegate, which we just got from Starkey.
Does the same thing except for magic.
Yep. And Genius, a black buff.
Yep. Increases your magical power. We also have Imbecile.
Which we've seen before. Bosses have used that on us.
Yep.
Strong-minded increases your magical defense. Weak-minded decreases it. Magnify we have.
And diminishes the opposite of Magnify. And then we've got Seal All.
Temporarily stops everyone's elements, so it is a mass silence spell.
Yep.
Say that 3 times fast.
Can be very handy if you have some really beefy physical attackers out there and do not want other people to be casting spells.
Revenge. Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, where you take all status effects that you've got currently affecting you, and you basically take them off of you, cut, and paste it onto an enemy.
Yep.
So,
Can be very useful. And that's all they've got right now. A lot of really good buff and debuff spells.
and yeah, see, that's what I say, is like, of
I'd
course
actually
I
buy
don't
an
want
info
bots
scope.
in our chat, but on the other hand, like, I try to see it as a positive thing. Y'all have helped us reach a point where apparently we're on the bot's radar. So it's a sign of our success. That's how I choose to see it.
Okay. I think that's good for now.
All right, so now I guess it's time to actually go to Marble.
Yep. Oh lord, there we go. I don't know why it's so hard to hit specific things in this game sometimes. It's like the geometry just gets right in my way.
Well, the PS1 was notorious for that because there were a lot of these types of games that combine 2D and 3D assets. And so, because you are manipulating a 3D model in your character, but it is against a 2D background that has invisible 3D barriers overlaid, you know, to create collision and stuff, it means that sometimes it gets finicky in exactly where you have to be aimed or where you have to be touching something before it activates or doesn't activate or whatever. Oh, can we use the Smith Spirit, by the way, to use that Denadorite?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so.
No. We'll actually have to find a smith who can do something with that before we can use the Smith Spirit to do that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, Zappa gotta learn. We'll get back into that later, but for right now, Marble.
which is just a really neat place. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like the design of Marble.
It's very cool.
This is the first time we've gotten to really show it off, I think.
So the first thing you may notice is that there is a ghost.
Yes, the first thing you may notice about Marble is that it's haunted.
These,
Listen to that Suikoden-ass music.
yeah.
I love that. I have no idea what instrument that's supposed to be replicating on this, like, MIDI file or whatever. but
Sorry,
love it.
I wasn't moving my character because I was
Head
I
bobbing.
was dancing. Okay, so hey, it's Toma,
Yep, gotta talk to him.
the great explorer Toma. What voice do we have for this guy?
I don't remember. There's too many. Hey, what's up, guys? Did you come here just to see the great explorer? Just kidding.
Sure, bye.
Remember to like and subscribe, says the great explorer Toma.
Hey, I didn't expect any visitors to this deserted village.
I mean, you're here.
Deserted? We were told that there were demi-humans here.
Mm-hmm.
But it does look deserted, doesn't it?
That track really does sound like straight off of a Suikoden OST.
I ain't mad about it, though.
Oh no.
God, I love this
Absolutely
place
not.
so much. I wish I could visit Marble in real life.
Yeah, I love the design here. It's very good.
I think right now there isn't a whole lot for us to really see or do.
No, there's literally nothing. You basically have to come here and see that it's empty.
Yeah. There is a cutscene we have to do here first, though. Let me see. I believe it's back over this direction. My memory must be failing me again.
Nope, you got it right. You're supposed to spend the night here.
Oh, somebody has to talk about hearing something at the night, though. Maybe it's Toma? Here we go. Ask about the village.
Marble used to belong to the demi-humans at one point. Demi-humans were originally located up in the northern region, but after Pore's colonization, they were forced out of the mainland and ended up here. But their bad luck continued. Marble, with its rich element resources, became the target of element hunters. With nowhere else to go, most of the demi-humans left the village to work on the cruise ship SS Zelbas. Cruise ship, you say? I thought the Zelbas was a haunted pirate vessel. They work as laborers and are treated like dirt. I feel really bad for them. Anyway, that's why you have this ghost town here. Literal ghost town.
Literally.
The rooms are still furnished, so feel free to spend the night if you're tired. Use the hut right by the entrance.
Alright, and we have to ask about the spirits, I think.
Oh, these creepy monsters? I'm not too sure, but I believe they've been here a long time. You can see them, but they have no substance. You can't touch them, nor can they touch you, so there's no way to communicate. I think people call them the Black Nightmare. I guess they're like a bad dream. Maybe a song would wake them up. Just kidding. Anyway, there's nothing we can do about them. Don't worry about it.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, says the game. Foreshadow, foreshadow, foreshadow. And just for kicks, let's ask him about the Dead Sea.
The Dead Sea? Nobody would dare approach that place. I don't know the details, but I've heard that the place is cursed by the most hideous dragon. Everyone's afraid of defying this dragon god, but being the great explorer that I am, I plan to make an expedition there someday.
Just not today.
Oh, so you want to know how to get inside the Dead Sea? Rumor has it there's only one way. Death's Door. The entrance is out there, somewhere. Unfortunately, even I don't know where this door is. Let's see, who might know? Oh yeah, why not ask the sage aboard the cruise ship SS Zelbas?
Okay, game, I get it. Alright, now we should be able to do this.
The game be like, hey, that boat you passed? Go there.
You hear voices outside.
Ooh.
Let's check it out.
I don't remember what happens if you go back to sleep. I think that you just literally have to sleep again.
Hey,
right? Oh
who's
no,
that?
a horrible dragon, you say. Wait, come back.
And there they go. Well, bye, I guess. Well, that sure was odd. Back to bed.
That sure was strange. Let's forget about it and continue on.
Let's pretend like nothing happened.
Alright,
Okay.
we've been told where we need to go. Let's do it.
Yeah, the game really, really, really wants us to do that, so...
So who would you like for us to take onto the SS Zelbas?
Yes, because we're going to be on there for some time. You remember how we were on the Zelbas for a little while the last time? It's going to be kind of like that. Only... maybe less ghosts.
Yeah, there's a lot less combat. It's more of a puzzle dungeon this time.
Keep doing it every single time. So yeah, who do we want, guys? We've used Quinn and Granny a lot. I don't think we've used anybody else yet.
Nope, this is the first time that we will be switching characters. We've not had any of these other new peeps in our party yet.
So we've got Leon, Frank, Gramps, we just picked up Zim and Pulley. We also have Kid and Wright. Lots of interesting characters to choose from. Let's pick 2 to take with us. If you need a refresher on who anybody is or what they do, please let me know. I will tell you.
I, of course, am biased and would love to take Gramps.
I am also biased and would love to take Vaughn.
You mean Kid?
I'm Kid, yeah.
That's a lot of green in the party, though.
Yeah, it would be if we took both of them.
Well...
Also like Leon.
We should almost definitely take Leon, just because Leon will have fun things to say.
Oh yeah, because he's the poor spy.
Yeah.
So yeah. Haha, your country's the reason why the demi-humans are suffering so much.
Oh, God. And you can also see, like, there's kind of what we were talking about. Check out his stats. Weirdly, our blacksmith is actually a slightly better mage than our gunman.
Yep.
And is definitely tougher, but his attack is really high. His accuracy's pretty good, and he's fast.
Mm-hmm.
So, versus Draggy down here is a very slow character. Gramps and Zim, ooh, that's a good combo. And we do already have Zim in the party.
I
so
can
yeah,
vibe with that.
You want to trade Quinn out for Gramps then?
Sure, give me a second, because I gotta get Granny back in the party to take all of her crap off.
No, you don't.
Oh, no, I don't! I always forget.
You have played this game 10,000 times.
And I play it exactly the way that I'm trying to play it every single time. You want to make something of it? I will fight you. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I actually had anything on Granny.
I mean, she only has 2 element slots anyway.
Yeah, okay.
I think you already took all of her stuff off to put somebody else in the party or something.
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, give her some placeholder armor, and you can't take her weapon, but that's okay because I'm pretty sure that Radius comes with a silver staff.
Oh yeah, they use the same thing, so it's fine.
Starkey's already got the best gun he can get at this point. Why he comes with iron mail, I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
But whatever,
It's
I guess.
It's wacky.
Also, the Energizer suit being at the Hermit's Hideaway.
Yeah, I don't get that,
Oh no.
but okay. Let's see.
His defense is not terrible, but it's way lower than his attack.
Truth. Where is that mithril helmet? There you are. That'll help.
The sight scope, maybe?
For his hit percentage?
Yep. Because he's got really high attack, so
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
you could lean into that with the Dragoon Gauntlet.
Yeah, we could. I think
Or
I
his
might.
evade is actually really good. If you give him the dancing shoes, look at that.
He'd almost never be hit.
Because he starts with 16% already. Tempting.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. And so for Radius, Mithril Mail, of course.
Let's see, what do your stats look
His
like?
magic, his attack is also surprisingly decent, but his magic is much better than Starkey's. He's definitely a caster type character, although he's no slouch on the physical side. I really like Radius because he's pretty well balanced. I mean, look at that. His base hit percent is 91%. You want to make him a caster, like give him the magic ring and stuff?
I think I'll give him a Dragoon Gauntlet, just because I like to have some attack on there. And I wonder if I could pop out and make a Mithril Helmet real quick for him.
You should be able to. We've got all the stuff. If we don't, I'll be very surprised.
I love this item, it's so good. Nope, accessories, cause helmet. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, we got plenty of stuff. That should do it. Now we'll slap some elements on them and we'll be good to go. Those sea charms and forest charms and things like that are all well and good, but mostly what they're for is breaking down to get shiny elements later on.
Yep, absolutely.
Alright, and speaking of elements, at this point, we've got plenty of good stuff, so
Oh, yeah.
it's not a huge deal to let the game auto-allocate. The only thing that you want to check for is that because we do have some high-end elements like Iceberg, Volcano, and Thunderstorm, that the game did give at least some of those. But you can see here, like, it did put a Tornado on him,
Which is
because
fine.
he is green innate, so like that's where we want that.
Yeah, he can keep that. That's fine.
Do you want an info scope, or do you want to give him like maybe the iceberg or something? Oh well, you can't because those are innates.
Yeah. Let's see.
You give him another bush basher. It's just how much are you going to use info scope? Maybe we should leave it on there so we can show it off.
I don't have a problem with that.
Cool.
Let's see what it gave Zim here.
Magnify and magnegate, of course, because those are your highest level white elements. We're going to put meteor shower
Right there, where it's supposed to go.
Maybe that's where you should put, because we have a purify now.
We do.
Yeah, give him a purify and then bump that meteor shower up into that higher level slot. Because we're probably not going to use both of those.
Right.
Alright, let's do it.
Is it telling me it didn't put a recover all on anybody?
I don't know. You did buy a couple extra. Okay, no, he's got one there. Yep, so...
And he's got
no,
one.
you got one.
You're the one that doesn't have one. Okay.
Well, at least not at that level. Does he have one at a higher level? No, he's got heal all instead of recover all is what happened.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it's a wide element, yeah.
That works. I think that's everything.
Alright, save it and go then. On to the SS Zelbes. So the SS Zelbes is, it's one of those levels that because of the nature of it, it can take a lot longer than it seems like it should, but also it's really not that huge of a deal.
Seen that poster before.
Indeed. You may have noticed that there was another ship docked to the Zelbes.
Zelbes is looking a little different than last time we were here.
Yeah, very different feel here, huh?
Oh hey, the Magical Dreamer's boat is here too. Ah, what a life. I have absolutely nothing to do. Do you envy me?
Do we envy them?
Do we? I kinda wish I had nothing to do. Haha, sucks to be you.
Lol.
Can't believe the game actually just said sucks to be you.
Yeah, this one kind of comes back to you.
I can't wait to see Nicky's concert. That ship you're looking at belongs to Nicky. He tours the world on that ship. Oh, Nicky, take me with you.
Does that banner say might is right?
Yes it does.
Weird.
Oh yeah, I always forget that place looks like a shop, but you can't actually get anything
It's
there.
like a bar or something, I think.
Yeah.
A mini bar. And where we want to go is down into the Zelbes.
Yep, we're looking for the sage. Gotta find him. Hey Cat, you know where the sage is? No? Okay.
Cat's like, leave me alone, I'm on break. A cafe.
Oh, hey. It's a young woman.
You're a strange threesome. And I thought everyone was here to see Nikki. You don't look like typical Nikki fans. Are you fans?
I think it's actually better if you say no, we're not to her right here.
I don't remember if she really, like,
It doesn't
does or
change it
says
that
anything.
bad.
Yeah,
so
like, it doesn't really make much of a difference, I don't think.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
You don't have to say that just to please me. Implying that she thinks we're fans of hers, maybe. I'm Mickey, the lead dancer for the Magical Dreamers. Nobody seems to understand the heart and soul of our performance. I want everyone to get goosebumps from the message we try to convey. We're not all about looks. I hope you understand that. serious performer.
I kind of wish we had gone Nikki's route.
Yeah, that Mickey is another recruitable character, but you can only get her if you choose Nikki's route to enter Viper Manor back at the beginning of the game.
Yep. So this should be Fargo's quarters. Is the captain in? Ah, he is.
Ah. It's been quite some time, Irenis. You've grown up. Wait a minute. That's almost Scottish. I have to remember my pirate accent. And she's got like a weird German thing going on.
Yeah.
Fargo, you have not changed at all. It's like Swedish. You are still here drowning in memories of the past. A really bad Scandinavian accent. Hey, what do you know? I lost everything when I lost Zelbes. That is untrue. See, that's more of like a Danish type.
Somewhere over there.
That is untrue. There we go. My sister left hope. A treasure that may one day bring humans and demi-humans together. You mean Nikki? Yeah. And his sister, Marcy. Marcy
Shock.
is Nikki's sister? What? That child died with Zelbes when Dr. Hojo... Wait, Dr. Hojo?
Oh no!
You do not know anything, do you? Or you refuse to know? You only remember the past which is favorable for you. Dr. Hojo tried to save my sister Zelbes, but she was only able to save the baby, Marcy. Dr. Hojo felt responsible and has supported Marcy from a distance throughout her life. Look at you now. Where is the old you who had the passion and desire to build a new world with my sister? I told you, the old me is dead. Now what do you want? I don't need to be lectured by you. Understood. Let me get to the point. You have taken away the song of the demi-humans. In Outer Worlds, we would like you to free the sage. I see. But why? You know that song too, don't you? Do not feign ignorance, Fargo. You should know better. Only when the song is sung by one with special power can the effects be brought into full play. My sister Zelbes is dead, and you have taken away the sage. Marble no longer has its true power without that song. Marble is now a nesting ground for evil dream spirits. Interesting. But so what? I don't want outsiders in Marble. That suits me just fine. How much longer are you going to be stubborn? The Marble you once knew is no longer there. You will only find a nightmare. Open your eyes to reality. I'm not releasing the sage, no matter what you say. Fine. I will not beseech you. I will not give up on the restoration of Marble. I will continue to strive to make my sister's dream come true. There she goes. Little bit of family drama there. So yeah.
So much gets dropped on you right there.
Yeah, so the short version is Fargo was in love with a mermaid named Zelbes.
And they had 2 kids.
Yep, Nikki and Marcy, which explains why both of them are blue element. So yeah, Nikki and Marcy are half mermaid?
Yep. Yep. I guess.
Sure.
I guess they would be considered half demi-human in this world.
So I guess that makes them quasi-human?
Sure.
Hey, you're a new face. Relax and stay a while. This ship belongs to me, myself, and I. I want everyone to enjoy themselves, courtesy of me. Stay as long as you like. Sure.
Well, alright then.
Now down below is the casino, which we're gonna go to soon.
Yep.
But for now,
But the sage isn't in the casino.
head below decks. No, because the sage is over, I think, in that room right there. Is he not? Is it the
Yeah,
third
because I
one?
think this is the, like, closet or supply room or something. Aha, yep. Excuse me, but I need to get to work. Please let me through. Yeah. Let's ask about the Marble Sage. He seems to know stuff.
We're looking for the Sage of Marble. You know anything?
I don't believe he's here. Try elsewhere. Now, please, I have to get to work. Well, drat. Plenty of other demi-humans in here, though.
Yeah, in a very unfortunate state. They seem pretty ragged. Is there a right answer here? It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. How did the ship get its name?
No, please tell me.
There was a beautiful love that flourished in marble. A love between a human and a mermaid. The mermaid's name was Zelbes, Irena's sister. And the human was... I'm sure you'll find it hard to believe, but it was Fargo. No,
Gasp.
no, that's easy to believe. He used to be such a nice man. What made him change?
I mean,
Probably the fan art.
Lord. I have to mop the floors. Let me through. Alright, go. Don't slack off. That old man used to be the leader of Marble, but now he's down in the dumps mopping the floors of the Zelvis. Through this door is the Grand Slam, a world where the weak are victims of the strong. Power is justice, just what the captain preaches. Anyway, I'll let you through if you get the captain's permission. Well, crap. Back to Fargo then.
At least we know where he is.
Fargo, please.
Fargo, please. Please, Fargo. I love that there's like a biker jacket with a skull and crossbones on the back of his chair.
We'd like to get through to the Grand Slam.
Oh, the Grand Slam, eh? So you're out for blood. Tell me, where did you folks come from?
Marble.
What? Marble? What are you doing here anyway?
We're looking for the Sage of Marble.
Well. I'm sorry, but there's no one of that sort aboard the Zelbes. Plus, I don't want strangers ruining my fun on my ship. Sorry, I can't grant you access. Oh, really? But that wouldn't be fun, now would it? The foundation of the Zelbes is entertainment. What do you say you try your luck?
Try our luck.
That's right. There's a casino down below. If you win, I'll give you access to the Grand Slam. But if you lose, how about, you give me your boat docked by the entrance? What do you say?
But thou must.
Yeah.
So, let's do it,
Yeah,
I
don't
guess.
have any choice, so... Ah, good, that's the spirit. I'll meet you down at the casino. Don't chicken out now. Har.
One more for good measure.
Har.
Okay, so we have to play Fargo in a casino game in order to gain access to the Grand Slam. Okay, fair enough.
Let's do it. Another character. No, not again. Give it up, old man Sniff. You don't have what it takes. Just keep doing your shows, that's all. One of these days, I'm gonna slap your dirty feet with a wad of cash and get the hell off of this ship. Well. Look who's here. The people I spoke to 5 seconds ago about coming to meet me in this exact room. That old man has built up quite a debt from this casino, so now I own him. I suggest you don't let the same happen to you. Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please? I need to have a private game with these folks. Would you mind leaving us alone for a while? I'll clear any debts you may have. Oh, wow, they love that.
Are you serious, Captain?
Did I stutter?
All right. I was in the hole so bad, my wife was gonna kill me.
Oh.
The captain is G-O-O-D. Better watch it. Why did you say it like that? Take it easy on him, Captain.
Har, har, har. Arty, har, 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 har.
How can you be good at a game of chance?
Thanks, everyone. I'll be done soon. Yeah, basically. Okay, then let's begin. Yes, rigging is an important part of a ship, you see.
Lord. The usual, Captain.
Yes, sudden death. The rules are simple. You play, you die, I win. No, let's get a little bit meta for a moment. You're gonna press the X button after the dealer spins the compass. We'll alternate turns. The pointer will stop on north, east, south, or west.
West?
West, you heard me. Should the pointer stop on south where it stands now, you lose. Simple game, isn't it? Just don't make the pointer stop on south. It's a game of luck rather than skill. Okay, I'll go first. Round and around it goes. You're up.
Simple enough. Just hit the button and make sure it doesn't land on south. Easy.
Luck of the devil. Here we go. Our turn again.
Yep.
We tie again. Notice that he didn't say like how many rounds we're playing or anything, so just play until somebody loses, I guess is the implication. Because it's called sudden death. Uh-oh. Oh no. Who could ever have predicted that this would occur? You've got a ways to go before you can beat me.
At a game of luck and chance, right, sure.
That's how those work.
How could this happen to us, the protagonists?
Well then, looks like you owe me your boat. Don't hold a grudge, I won that game fair and square. I guess that means you'll have to swim back.
He should smoke less. Well.
Oh, what now? Oh, no.
So, we're trapped now.
Yeah, because none of our characters can swim, even though one of them lived on... Well, all of them live on islands. One of them was... like, can fly, and two of them are from a fishing village.
To be fair, we are now currently a cat.
You folks want to challenge me again? You know you can't beat me.
Yeah, let's not right now.
That's smart. Come back when you've advanced the plot a little bit.
So...
You've got to discover me secret gimmick.
yeah...
So let's head to the inn.
Yeah, since we're trapped here anyway, let's see, is the inn below deck?
I think you want to go back up top. I believe. Oh no, wait. It is below decks. It's that one at the end of the second level when you climb down the ladder, and it's like at the very end of the hallway, I think.
Okay, I'm not going crazy.
No, you've got it right. It was me. I was Boo Boo the Fool.
That seems to happen a lot. Wait,
Other way.
this way.
Aha! Not as wrong as you thought.
Lord. You thought he was on top of the ship.
Listen.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't realize I had a customer. Please do excuse me. So what can I do for you? Hey, don't go up there.
Well, at least we can save it. Right above this inn is, well, in case you needed a tutorial.
No! Slap him.
Let me tell you a little bit about the layout of this level.
Radius, please.
The casino where we played Fargo.
Something's fishy, and it's not just the ocean surrounding us. If only we could move around freely like that cat. Hey, Voltij, you're currently a cat. Perhaps you can go up the stairs.
My god, you're right. Let me up there.
All you need to do is press the X button to interact with
I
this
will
object.
end you, old man. Anyway, we have our fun.
So yes, if only we could move around freely like that cat.
Except, you know, the innkeeper stopped the cat, so...
So...
I don't think there's anything we really need to do here.
No, I don't think there's anything in the actual inn itself.
Don't
But
even need to spend the night.
There's about to be several interesting things that we can get to, though.
Let's see. This one. Ah, yes, here we are. Alright, so this is the stage.
Let's watch a magic show, everybody. Yeah, I love the variety of characters and just wandering around. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Snuff's fantastic magic show.
Yeah, applause, yeah.
Is there anyone in the audience who would like to volunteer for this next trick? How about you, young lady?
Who, me? Well, it does seem like fun, but, you're not going to slice me in two or stick knives into me, are you?
Ha! Such cheap dime store tricks are for lesser magicians. Nothing to worry about, young lady. You're in good hands with Snuff. Now please step up to the stage.
Here goes nothing.
Now, what's your name?
Jill.
Well, let's start off with something simple, Jill. Jill, you're gonna walk on air. You're feeling lighter, Jill. Very light. 1, 2, 3. And now for the main event. Jill, you will now become a chair. You'll be able to withstand any weight. 1, 2, 3. See, no strings.
She's even able to support a fatso like him.
This part always made me very uncomfortable.
Wow. Body shaming when he's got a speech impediment. Come on.
Also, let's talk about how that guy just sat on her.
Okay then, it's about time we brought Jill back. 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, just flip.
Yep.
So how was it, Jill?
It felt like I had no control over my body, but it didn't hurt one bit. It was very strange.
Thank you very much for your assistance.
You're a phony. You and her probably had all this all planned out.
You don't believe in magic? Don't you have an element grid? Oh, looks like I have something to prove to you. Let's step up to the stage.
Yeah, go ahead and do what you want. I know there's a trick.
You're a real live wire. What's your name?
It's Jack.
Yeah, of course it is. Alright, Jack. Seeing as how restless and irritated you are, here's one of my favorite tricks. I'll turn you into a cat. I call it Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. 1, 2, 3. So what do you think? Don't be afraid. I'll change you back to normal. 1, 2, you guessed it, 3. Do you believe me now, Jack?
I have to go think about everything.
Thank you very much for your assistance. Hope everyone enjoyed the show. That's about it for today, so until next time... Oh, my sacroiliac.
Sniff out. So Sniff can turn people into cats, can he?
Ooh, cats that can perhaps move freely around the ship?
I have an idea! Oh, actually, I think we might need to go back here first.
No autographs.
Oh, and that's
No,
for the
I think you just have
demi-minutes.
to go back in and watch the show again, don't you?
Yep. I forget, that part comes later.
He does this same show 12 times a day.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sniff's Fantastic Magic Show. How about we start off with my cat on a hot tin roof today? Do I have a volunteer from the audience? Hey, you folks must be new around here. You want to volunteer?
Sure.
You in front, you look like you're about half cat already anyway. This should be easy. Step up. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
And now Pixel is going to run for it.
Later!
Hey, yo, wait, where do you think you're going?
Haha!
Frickin' bye.
I am now a cat. I am
Because if you
free
just-
of all obligations.
Well, thanks for enjoying Chrono Cross. This has been a really fun series.
Yay! Yay!
And now there's a number of places we can go, including back to the inn.
Somehow we can open doors.
And you can talk to the other cats, too.
We speak cat now. He always yells at me when I try to go up there, meow. Sometimes my master doesn't come down for a long time, meow. I wonder what's going on up there, meow.
Much like any cat, he just wants to know what his human is doing.
Well, his demi-human anyway. Pops at it again.
Check it
There
out.
are set cat sprites. You always get the black, the white, and the calico.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if that is determined like per character. If certain characters always get the white or the calico. I think that it has to do with just who is in which party order.
Yeah.
Like, whoever's in slot 2 will always be the white cat, and whoever's in slot 3 will always be the calico cat, I think.
That's basically it.
No! Why me? This happens to me every time I start winning big. I mean, I literally... It's like, my luck was so good today. I was doing a show, and the people I turned into cats ran away, and that happened in 5 seconds ago, and I literally ran down the hallway to see if maybe that would change things, and now I'm surprised that I lost. Too bad, old man. You have to learn when to quit. I wanted to buy some cat food for those folks. Cat food? For who? None of your beeswax. Oh, my back.
Phew, don't scare me like that.
Doodly-doo. Don't mind us.
That's
Just
mine
gonna...
now. Later.
Bye.
So Fargo's a big old cheater.
Well, that's alright because we have evidence now. But what's even more important than that is, you want to head upstairs? Because there are several things we can do while we're cats.
Oh, yeah. We can lay in the sun. We can chase a mouse.
Yeah, we can also go into the kitchen there through that open vent.
That vent is absolutely closed. Oh, that open vent.
Yeah, the one on the other side.
That's
isn't
not a vent. That's a cat door. Hey, no. Oh, well.
Hey.
Hey, we just
Silver
stole a frying pan.
Yep. Very nice. You can also talk to the kitchen cat. And I think they give you a frame. Oh, you're a new feline face. You've got manners to be paying your respects to me. I like you. Stay as long as you like. This ship belongs to me, myself, and I. Let me give you a welcome present. Ta-da.
Got the monster mouth frame, which is just terrible.
It's very bad.
It's very
I love
bad.
it. Use it at your leisure.
And he's gone.
Of course, a cat would think, like, no, this is my ship.
Of course the cat thinks that. Hey, other cat. Who are you, Meow? I've never seen you around here before, Meow. Don't be getting yourself into trouble, Meow. Life here isn't as easy as you think. Meow. Well, I'll give you guys a break and teach you the ropes. A stray cat's life begins in the kitchen. Watch your peers and see where they go. Curiosity won't kill the cat. Meow.
Alright.
I love if you stand still long enough, all of your characters just kind of curl up and lay down.
Yeah, they just cat loaf. Alright. So, now we can head back, I guess. Because now we need to get changed back. We've done what we needed to do.
Yep, we need to become people again.
So we can go back to the side room.
We can't get in
Or is
there.
it-
We have to go through here, I think.
Yeah, I think you can, like, go in through the stage. Look, there's Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper are here on the ship in this time, and they're a slapstick comedy show. It's so funny. Oh, I know there. There it
you go.
is.
You got it.
Aha! Hey, Sneff, please change us back.
Well, you had me worried sick. I had to lie down a bit because I strained my back running. Finally, I'm able to stand up. I'm not 100% better yet, but I think I can change you back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Steph's Fantastic Magic Show. Oh, wait, sorry. Muscle memory. I have to start off like that to concentrate. Anyway, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, we're all in the right bodies and everything.
Phew, that's a load off my shoulders. I better stop using that magic. Listen, I'm very sorry you had to put up with being a cat. Well, present company you know what I mean. No offense intended. Look, if there's anything I can do to make it up to you, I'd like to help, but due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm forced to stay on this ship.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair, chat.
Yeah. Please do come by again if you're ever around. The least I can do is offer you a cup of tea.
See, Sniff's an okay guy. Alright, let's go confront Fargo.
Yeah, let's see if he wants to play some more roulette.
Yeah.
He said he'd
Captain.
challenge us again, so...
Oh, I almost forgot.
I can't allow you to go to the Grand Slam.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, it's Nikki for the first time.
Yeah, but what kind of voice does he have?
I don't know, I don't do a very good Adam Lambert.
I was thinking more Orpheus from Hades.
Oh my god, like the whiny kind of, but why?
Not quite, but okay.
But why? I really need to talk to the sage about teaching me the song. That doesn't seem right.
No. Just like very... Or else that beautiful island marble will be gone forever.
Oh, okay, I see what you're getting at.
Yeah. I can't just stand here and do nothing.
You don't understand. True beauty is found within a dying entity. Therefore, I'll watch over Marble when its time comes. Furthermore, you and I have a contract. For the time being, you are in my possession. What am I supposed to do should anything happen to you? That'd be a great financial loss for me.
So, you're saying I'm nothing but a mere object?
If that's what you think, so be it.
Gasp, people. That dressing table. It looks exactly like my mother's. There's even that scratch I made when I was a child. Wait a minute. Could it be that you're my... Father?
Oh, yeah, no, that makes more sense.
No comment. The gentle and caring father I used to know. You're my father, aren't you? But why are you participating in such dubious acts?
Listen, every single one of me acts are certified. I'm no longer the father you once knew. I lost everything when your mother, Zelbes, passed away, including myself. Laugh at me all you want. Pity me if you wish. But remember this, Nikki. Man is not as strong as you think.
Father, I can't handle this right now.
I'm gonna go back to my room and channel David Bowie some more.
Daddy issues going on. Well, that's alright for right now. We have a score to settle.
Yeah, that's a problem for somebody else. For
Yeah.
future Pixel.
Do you folks want to challenge me again? You know you can't beat me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now we know why.
Oh, really? You folks never learn. I'll meet you down there.
Because, see, I know a secret to the game that Fargo doesn't. And it's not just the handle.
I was gonna say, what more secret do you need besides just, like, we took the part that keeps you from winning?
His secret is that I took the part that keeps him from winning. My secret is I know how to keep winning.
Aha.
I thought you might have chickened out.
I was just... It takes me a minute to get down the stairs.
We're right behind you.
Okay, then I'll go first.
Maybe if you didn't jump the railing and took the stairs like a normal person.
Aye, but I be a pirate.
Oh, lol.
And he instantly loses.
What? Impossible. Interesting little item you got there. So, I guess you found me out. I lose. As promised, I'll give you access to the Grand Slam. Of course, you'll get your boat back as well.
Hooray!
First try.
Well, don't... That's scripted.
But how did you get a hold of that handle?
Sneaky. So now we can actually just play this game, and you want to because the grand prize is a rainbow shell.
And we can come back and deal with that later.
Yeah.
Probably, just because it might take you a few tries.
It's gonna. It does take a little bit of time. Like I said before, I have a secret that'll allow me to win, but it does take time.
For now, we can go downstairs.
And go to the Grand Slam.
Yep.
Well, go towards the Grand Slam.
Give it a save at the end, and then we can finally get through that door. So now you see what we mean about how, you know, this part is, even without combat, it can drag on just a little bit, especially if you're new to the game. If you don't know exactly where you're supposed to go, what rooms in what order, and so on. But it's not that bad. I like it. It's very different from a typical, like, dungeon encounter.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite parts. Hey, we have Captain's permission. Captain gave me the okay to let you through. But I'm warning ya, you might not make it out alive. Listen, it'll be fine.
I promise we're higher level than anything in there.
Okay, now he's supposed to be right around here somewhere, I think. Aha! There he is.
Gotta chase him a little bit.
Come back here, Mr. Sage. We have questions to ask you. He's gotta see us. He must really not want to talk to us. I'm loving this new music, though. Oh. Yes, what is it? Why are you following me?
Oh, there was a cleanup in aisle 7.
As you can see, I am quite busy ignoring my duties and you people following me, of course. I do not have time for a game of tag. Where's the Dead Sea, old man? The Dead Sea? Why do you wish to enter the Dead Sea?
Want some peace and quiet.
Do you realize humans have stolen our land along with our legendary treasure? Humans will do anything for profit, no matter what the cost. The demi-humans aboard this ship are living proof. We have lost all sense of pride with no dreams for tomorrow. We just cling to the mercy of humans every day. Message. Why must we demi-humans lend a hand to humans? What will you do if I refuse? Will you go as far as using brute force? And... I mean, I don't want to beat up an old man. But we're gonna. I see. Then prepare yourselves. So, I have a question for you guys. I've played this game a lot, and this guy is supposed to be a demi-human. But for the life of me, I can't tell how? He just looks like a normal human with weird, like, hair.
He's got the weird, like, wings on his head.
So, no, it's just hair. I promise it's just hair. But yeah, so we're fighting the Sage of Marble, and he's white in age, which can spell trouble.
Well, at least to start, he is.
Those dancing shoes already working.
Yeah.
Let's hit you with a free fall.
So, the Sage here has a very specific gimmick that can make him somewhat difficult to fight. And that is that he is absolutely willing to change his own element based on the way that you fight him.
Like this. Oh, no, he turned black on us? Oh. I see.
Yeah, he changes the element that he's using is what I meant. I misspoke. Misphrased that. Like, he will, based on what you hit him with, he will change your element and then hit you with something that you're weak to. So, like, if you hit him with black, then he will use turn black on you, and then he'll hit you with a white spell, and then he will use some black attacks himself.
Yep.
Likewise, you hit him with white, it's going to be the same thing.
He'll hit you with turn white and then hit you with a black element. Well, that's a little dangerous, but I think we can live through it. You guys want to see some of Zim's techs?
Call on Starman Guardian.
Here we go.
Look at this Ultraman looking mofo.
I love the Megazord.
Blue punch buggy.
Ah, it's Radius's turn. Old man fight.
Old man v old man. I love how he holds his cane in like the sword position. Ah, we remember this attack, right?
Yep.
The Yaijutsu strike. So good.
That one was just for you, baby.
Now, hilariously,
Still don't know why when enemies use that it's single target.
I don't know either, but you see that he is he's changing the person who inflicted the damage, and it racks up based on like whatever the first thing was that he was hit with since his last turn. So even though he's been hit with green attacks, the first thing that he was hit with was Starkey's white attack. So that's what he remembered, and that's what he registered. So he hit Starkey with turn white. So you can kind of, if you know how he works, you can manipulate his battle patterns in such a way that they're not hugely damaging. See, like this.
But he just turned the field all black.
Exactly, so now his photon beam is going to deal massively reduced damage, so even though he's hitting a black character, it's like, whatever.
Yeah. Hey, Starburst! And you might be able to see it's glitching out a little bit up there
Yeah,
at the
weird.
description. It's because we changed their names.
Yeah.
Let's call Starman again.
Blue punch buggy 2. Electric Riddler.
Here he comes again, look at this. Hilarious.
These attacks are so good. I love them.
My planet needs me! Away!
Alright. This old man's kind of tough.
Yeah, he's got well over 1,000 hit points. But you can see that, like, Pixel's hitting him with stuff to make him use those turn elements on people who already share that element. So, like, it's not a huge deal. Because, yeah, then he's going to hit you with something that you're weak to. Like, you know, Graviton against a white character is going to deal increased damage. But he's already a white innate character, so it's not doing anything that it wouldn't have done before he used turn white.
Exactly.
Probably need to heal.
Yeah.
Voltage there is looking pretty rough. And that's alright, because now Gramps can maybe get off a quick draw. And end this.
I don't think that's going to kill me.
Nah, you're fine.
Ugh.
Yeah, if you can get 5 charges.
Nope, it's
No,
not
it's
happening.
Not gonna happen. I didn't need it.
Didn't need it.
Old man fight. Old man fight. Old man fight. It's fine.
All right. Haven't had one of those in a little while. Nice. Nice. Nice.
Good.
Hey, we got a cure plus and a recover all.
No, that's what you just used to heal.
Oh, we got a mithril helmet. Excuse me. I was on the wrong
I
screen.
was like, wait a second.
Whoops. I sense that you are quite serious about entering the Dead Sea.
Did
yeah,
all
you
the kicks
think?
and punches like give you that indication?
Did all the explosions not? Did that tip you off? Is that what it was?
Who told you that?
Could it be that you are carrying the burden of fate for
Oh,
the human
hey.
race? No,
Thank you.
For all life forms? Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Then let me give you this. I am sure you will be able to put it to good use. But just
Yes.
remember, opening a new gate also brings forth a new misfortune.
That's great commentary on the follow we just got. It's like, it's dangerous to go alone. Take
Take
this.
this.
But also, be careful what you wish for.
Do not forget. We got a crab. It is time for crab.
It is time for crab.
There is an area near the Dead Sea where the tides are different. Use that item there. Nature will take over from there.
Magically, Nikki.
Finally. I knew I'd find you here. You know the legendary Song of Marble, right? I want you to teach me the song, please.
It's copyrighted.
Why do humans have to be so selfish? That song only has a place in the hearts of demi-humans. Why should I teach you the song? Irenis asked me. I see that she has not given up. But it's not only because she asked me to. I personally have a great interest in that song. A beautiful song, originating from a beautiful island. I am 100% sure I'll be able to pull it off.
He's not.
But if it means I can save someone through my song...
I just want to
Yeah.
point out that you just...
I did.
Because that drastically changes the context of his character.
Listen. He gonna do it.
It's like, no, listen, I've got this. Me and my hoes are gonna sing
it's
so
going
hard.
to happen. There was once a man just like you.
He was also half mermaid.
Top half.
What?
Nothing. Fargo. Fargo is who I was going to say. My father? Ah, so you are his son. I guess history does repeat itself.
One of his kids asked me about this before.
I had high hopes for that man. High hopes that he would one day tear down the wall between demi-humans and humans. But look at us now. The walls seem even higher. Please, don't speak badly of my father. No one understands the pain and suffering he's going through.
And which he uses as an excuse to traumatize others.
Even though he has built up this lively place, he screams in sorrow alone, within his dark, deep self. But I can hear him, his screams of despair which no one else can hear, or wants to hear.
From down the hallway. Arr!
So you can hear him too. Drives us all bloody crazy with that screaming. Really ought to shut him up one day.
God.
I beg of you, please. I bet if my father hears that song... I am sorry, but I have other areas of the ship I must mop. But, while I hum myself a song... Then you'll... I get it! I'm coming! I saw the way you fought back there. Very impressive. Lots of flashing lights. Love it.
Very high budget.
I've been looking for tough guys like you. Have you now? It would be an honor if we could talk inside my ship. Absolutely. There he goes.
Voltage be like, I would dock in that berth anytime. My sweet non-binary singer friend.
Yep.
All right.
So we got Fiddler Crab.
Ah, see, he's got like a little eating arm and a big old portal opening arm.
Oh, and we got a handle. Yay.
Yeah, we'll just hang on to that.
Yeah, that's just
I'm
in our
sure
inventory now.
That's fine. Ah.
All right.
You want to head back to the inn and save it?
I do.
This seems like a great time because I think that it is also time to call time.
Say time again.
Well, we don't have time because we're out of time. It is that time again.
Time has no meaning.
It's the equivalent of Radius's tutorial, just trapping you in an endless temporal loop.
Oh, fun.
Sage of Marble, I see that you seem to really have a flair for exposition as well. Perhaps together we could discuss...
No! I'm so glad that the Sage isn't a recruitable character. My god,
They would have a double
tech
tech where they talk you to death.
Oh god, they would.
But anyway, we want to thank you for joining us, and we hope that you will join us again next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is New York and Miami time here in the U.S., when we come back to you with some more Chrono Cross. Thank you for the follows and the subs here and on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us over on Twitter and Facebook as well, where you can keep up with what else we're doing on the channel and participate in polls and just chat with us, because we love your comments and love it when y'all message us. It's always great to interact with you, and you make these streams so much more fun. So thank you for that, and we'll catch you next time, whether that is on Thursday when I'll be starting up Disciples 2 and the continuing adventures of the Undead Horde,
That's gonna
starring
be so much fun.
Ms. Dark Soul and Count Choco and friends, or Saturday for more Betrayal in Antara, or next Monday for more Chrono Cross. And until then, as always,
Thanks for playing.